Hey everyone, Gina Gillen here. I have a Facebook 2 training up and coming at the Cranberry Chamber, and we had done a Facebook 1, and people have jokingly asked if it was prerequisite, and it was not, but I figured I'd come on here and just share what I shared that day, kind of a little condensed version of what we covered, and if you have questions or anything, feel free to private message me, and I'm happy to chat and help where I can. So a little bit about myself. I have been in a network marketing company for almost 7 years now. Prior to that, I was in direct sales. So social media is a huge outlet for me and a great way for me to meet people and build relationships so that the networking can continue and I can see if I have products or services that fit their needs. So been through a ton of training on Facebook. There are a lot of different theories about Facebook. This happens to be mine and what works for me. If you have something that works for you, great. Enjoy any little tidbits you may learn here or continue doing what you're doing. So I don't claim to be an expert, but I know what works for me and we just wanted to be able to share that with you. So the presentation was the art of virtual networking, our Facebook edition. So we first wanted to talk about what your goals of using Facebook are. Most people who are in business and using Facebook for their business, these might be their goals. And that's one item I want to talk about is when you are in business for yourself like I am, my personal page and my business are intertwined because my life is intertwined. I don't punch a clock, I don't check in, I don't check out. I do work all the time. So my life is part of that. Now, if you're part of a company where it's not intertwined and you will go on vacation and you do not want to hear from anybody from work, you may want to separate the two, your personal versus business. But for the purposes of this training, we are using our personal page to incorporate information about our business. So our goals for using Facebook is brand recognition, remaining front of mind for people, sales growth. We want to improve the quality of sales with better targeting. So we're attracting the right people. Attraction marketing is a big keyword these days. Adding value. Facebook can nurture customers. It can also improve awareness of what you do. And that's one thing you want to do. You want to add value. I happen to be in a health and wellness company focused on nutrition and overall health and wellness. So for me, adding healthy tips such as, how much water to consume in a day and why and different things like that. That's value I can add to my Facebook page without hammering home product, because people do not want to see that. You can also keep a pulse on your competition by being out there in the Facebook world, and you can recruit some top talent because likewise, if you are connecting with them, they might see value in what you do. So the first thing we talked about was visibility. So the more active you are on Facebook, the more visible you are. That all has to do with algorithms. That has to do with Facebook saying, hey, this person's active. We're going to show their information to more people. There are people that are programming this constantly to determine who gets the visibility. So personal pages, you have personal pages, you have business pages, you have groups, you have lots of stuff available for you out there. Again, we're talking personal pages today, and 2.0, we're going to talk a little bit more about business pages and groups. Your profile photo, what do I mean by your profile photo? On Facebook, your profile photo should be you. Why is that? Because if it's your children or your dog or your grandchildren or your boat, people are not connected with you. A profile photo is not your favorite picture. It is your profile photo. So be sure to have that. Your banner photo could be a little bit more about you. So your banner photo is on your main page, and I think I have that here. Yes. So this is your profile photo here, and your banner is what goes across the top of your first page. So you want to always have, no, this is going to go out on me again. Sorry about that. You always want to have your profile photo be your profile, and you want your banner to be something a little bit more interesting about you, which is great. Gonna get back into presentation mode. So these are things that, you can keep consistent, you can change them. When you change them, everybody gets notified of your change. So that can be good, that can be bad. People like to do that to draw attention to their page. Settings. You want to make sure if you are using this to attract new people and for everybody to see your activity, you want your settings to be made public. So your public settings need to be set, and your settings can be set. Let me see if I can jump in here and share another screen with you. Your settings can be set from up here on this drop down, and you can set them to public, private, just friends only. So you want to make sure that you are having those set properly. Let's go back again. Let me see here. Sorry about that. That was my personal page. Okay. You want to make new friends, consistent posting, etc. So I'm going to go through here because I do have some screenshots for you. One other quick tip that is on this. So this is your home page. So when you go into Facebook, this is the page you see, right? Everyone's familiar with this. And what you see on your phone is going to be a little different than your computer, but this is pretty much what you see. A lot of people see the post out there that says, I'm not seeing what my friends are doing anymore, so comment below, blah, blah, blah. You don't really need to do that. What you need to do is up here on the newsfeed, it always defaults to top stories. And this is what Facebook is determining they think you want to see. So for myself, I have quite a few friends on Facebook. So I do not see everything that everyone posts because Facebook doesn't deem that I want to see everything, nor could they possibly show me everything. So I will go in here and click on most recent very often, at least once a day, so that I see who's posting most recent. And that is all of my friends and who has most recently posted from that minute that I clicked on that. So you can do it on different times of the day because some people post at different times of the day, but that's a great way to see what people do. Then you want to make sure you're liking or commenting on their posts so that now Facebook is saying, oh, they like this person, maybe I should show them more stuff. This is your personal page. This is your profile photo. This is your banner. So your banner, my banner happens to be my family. It was a great picture. It could be something more specific to your business. This is kind of my healthy lifestyle, so that kind of does fit into my business. I have one of those businesses that you can really work in. Down here, I have my intro. I have my intro, devoted wife and mom, healthy lifestyle coach, network marketer, avid sports fan. Put what you want there, something that might connect with other people. Put places that you went to school because that will connect you with other people. Just different things you can do on this page to make yourself more attractive to others. I mentioned the business page. This is something we'll cover a little bit more in 2.0. This is my business page. I do post on here maybe once a week, maybe twice a week. Facebook really wants us to spend money on our business page promoting ads, which is great, and it does really work. If you're not getting a lot of traction on your personal page, or you really want to keep your personal page, your personal separate from your business page are awesome. Groups. Groups are another way of A, getting to know people, and B, getting people to know you. So this happens to be a group I am an administrator on. So it's called Own Your Life. We share information about our financial opportunity on this group. I also am I think I have over 200 groups I'm part of. So search for groups that you might connect with. So for example, I love basketball. I've coached basketball. I'm part of a couple different basketball groups. People will go in there and they're looking for, hey, what offense do you run against a 2-3 zone? You know, people comment on it, but you're adding value. Plus it's interesting. I really enjoy it. And I meet different people out there. I've met people that we've become friends with, Facebook friends with, and now they're starting to see a little bit about my life. Maybe because we have the same background, it might be a good connection. So think about groups. Do you have a dog? Are you a huge dog lover? There's so many groups out there about that. You can share information and meet people. Plus it's fun, and don't be weird. Join groups that you really want to learn about, and just don't be weird, because when you're weird on Facebook, people know. These are the settings I was referring to. So once you get into your settings, over here you have tons of stuff you can do with your settings. A couple ones I wanted to point out is under privacy. You can go up here, who can see your future posts? Mine is set to public. That means anybody can see my posts. If that freaks you out, this probably isn't the way you want to be networking with people. Just like the way I think of it is if I walk into a networking meeting, I am not going to have my settings set as private, meaning I'm not going to walk in there and say, I'm only talking to you 5 people, I'm not going to talk to the other 30. My setting is public when I walk into a network meeting. When I go on Facebook, my settings are public too. That is your choice, that is what you want to do, but that is something to think about. I have it set that I review all the posts that I'm tagged in. That is because I'll go to a conference and I might get tagged in the same post 20 different times. Well, I don't want my whole timeline to be filled with that. And I want to double check. And on occasion, I am tagged in photos. That is not me. It is Gina, somebody else that somebody just clicked on quickly. So you want to be able to double check that too. So it is your image. It is your brand. You want to make sure that you're protecting it while you're up there. And as everybody can just read through these, just read through them, logically think about how this works. Who can send friend requests? I want everyone to be able to send me a friend request. I can decline them. I can block them. I do deny quite a few people because they're just creepy people that, I'll look at their profile photo and realize we have absolutely nothing in common and that they're probably just a stalker. So I do decline those things. And you can do, you have the power. You got the power. So under privacy is timeline and tagging. This is also what I talked about, who can post on my timeline. I only have friends can post on my timeline because I am public. I don't want crazy people posting on my timeline. And I'm friends with quite a few people. You can be friends with up to 5,000 people on Facebook. So that's quite a few people. Who can see what others post on your timeline? Again, just friends. Allow others to share your posts. I want everybody to be able to share my posts. A lot of times someone will say, oh, I can't share that. Well, that's because this feature is not on. So go in there and fix that. And you can read through the rest of them, obviously pretty straightforward, but check those out, think logically, think what you want to do. Content is the next thing we want to talk about. So the more active you are, the more visible you are. We talked about that in the beginning. So your posts need to entertain a little bit. They need to engage. Don't want to be boring. You want to show a little bit of your personality. Videos are fabulous. I know it freaks a lot of people out, but trust me, people, if you're afraid about people judging you, you probably judge people. So change it. Flip, we say flip your 20 around here. It was training the kids had in school, but flip your 20, change your attitude about video because it can be very engaging. And also the 10-4-1 rule of posting. That means we want to post 10 things that are engaging, entertaining. We want to post 4 things that might be a little bit more specific to our target audience, to what we do for a business. And then you want to have one, what we call power post or a call to action, where maybe you're hosting an event, or maybe you have a sale on your products, or maybe you're really looking for a vendor that does X, Y, Z. But you want to balance that out because you don't want to alienate your friends on Facebook. That's obviously more detailed here. 10 posts. The 10 posts are going to be like shared content, something you think is funny, personal PSAs, which are service announcements. So I like to do funny things like, the left lane is used for passing, not traveling, things like that. If something, you chuckle about something that you see online, share it. It's funny. Personal moments, obviously. 4 posts of original content, business focused, and then 1 call to action. You want to be social on social media. That's why it's called social media. Again, the more active you are, the more visible you are. You want to join groups that interest you. I talked about that earlier. You want to share posts and promote other people. We are networkers by nature. Everyone is. My business happens to be marketing through networks. But we want to promote others because it's great. I mean, it's gratitude. The more you give, the more you receive. You want to promote others. Very easy to do on Facebook. Make a point to do it once a day. You want to love on others' posts. You want to actually love, give the heart every now and again, not just thumbs up, give a heart, love on others' posts, comment. Someone goes on a limb and does a video, comment something about the video, not just like, well done, like be like, wow, that was great information about X, Y, Z, something like that. Because you know what, when you post a video, you want that feedback too. You want to check in places. Where are you going? What's interesting? It causes people to learn a little more about you, and maybe you're telling somebody about a great place they've never been to. and make new friends. As I mentioned, you can have up to 5,000 friends on Facebook. So make new friends. And there's lots of ways to do that. You can search for friends. You can find other people's friends. You can, do lots of things. Don't go crazy and friend 20 people in a day, or you will be put in Facebook jail, and you will not be, allowed to send friend requests or anything like that. So do everything within reason. Use common sense, and but be social. It is social media. As I say here, social is not a place for a hard sell. It's a place to build trust and credibility. That's what you're trying to do out here. People don't necessarily go to Facebook to buy or to refer. They're out here to be entertained. They're out here for different reasons, but build those relationships so that you can have those conversations. You can take them offline. You can invite them to a group to learn more. You can do other things like that, but it is out there for you to build relationships. So that is the quick and dirty of what we covered on Facebook 101 or Facebook 1. And obviously we had interaction with questions and different things. I can't really think of any off the top of my head, but if you have any, feel free to either private message me or comment below. And feel free to check out my Facebook pages. One of them is my business, one of them is my personal page. Send me a friend request. I'm happy to help you. So I feel like the more people that use Facebook properly, the more fun Facebook is. Whenever I hear people say, oh, my feed's so negative, or when it's, all political, that you are in control of your feed. You can hide comments, you can block someone for 30 days. You don't really need to unfriend everyone and be rude and make your point bigger than their point. You can control what you see. And the algorithms are also going to control what you see. Personally, my feed is so positive. It's probably ridiculously positive, but it's great and it's fun, and it makes it fun to be out there on social media. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, feel free to comment below. If you watched all the way through, I appreciate it. And if you are going to join me on September 13th, at the Cranberry Chamber in Middleborough to do 2.0. I would love it. And if you also have anything you want me to cover in the 2.0, I'm happy to do that too. So again, I'm Gina Gillen. I thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.